What do a delicate fish, a gleaming silver coin, a worn piece of paper, and even a pine cone all have in common? They're all money. And isn't that just mind-boggling? It's not about what they are, but what we decide they are. It's this incredible shared belief that truly gives them their power. Imagine living in a world where if you wanted, say, a new pair of sandals, you had to hope the sandal maker really wanted your prize-winning goat. Sounds a little tricky, right? This was the reality of the barter system. It wasn't just about exchanging stuff. It was deeply rooted in trust. You needed to believe that the person you traded with would actually follow through on their side of the bargain. This kind of personal trust, so vital in those early days, is actually where our modern idea of creditworthiness comes from. As life got more complex, keeping track of who owed what became a monumental task. No wonder writing and detailed record keeping came into play, the very beginnings of accounting as we know it. Think about it. Our meticulous ledgers today are a direct descendant of someone trying to remember if they owed 3 fish for that new axe. Eventually, bartering became simply too clunky. That's when people got creative, adopting proto-currencies like cowrie shells, cocoa beans, or even beautiful ceremonial leaves. These weren't valuable in themselves, and no government declared them official. Instead, their power came from a quiet agreement, a shared, symbolic belief. You could exchange 10 beads for corn, confident that those same beads would then let you buy some iron. It was a beautiful, collective act of faith, making trade so much smoother. Here's a question. How do you find something everyone agrees is valuable? Different people value different things after all. The elegant solution? Discovering something rare and durable, buried in the earth. Metals. And that's how silver began its incredible journey, joining gold, copper, and iron as a universal measure of value. Silver was particularly fantastic because it was naturally scarce. No endless supply here, incredibly durable, and easy to divide into smaller units. Unlike the modern ability to just print more money, silver's natural limits helped keep inflation in check, ensuring each unit truly held its value. You might wonder why weight was such a big deal with silver. Well, pure silver is consistent no matter where it comes from. This removed all the guesswork you might have had with, say, different sized shells. Ancient traders even used standardized stone weights to ensure every coin was exactly what it claimed to be. A true metal standard. Something truly revolutionary happened in a place called Lydia, way back in the 7th century BC. They started putting official seals on precious metal coins. This was more than just a fancy design. It was a guarantee from the issuer, like the Kingdom of Anatolia, vouching for the coin's value. It was meant to make trade faster and easier. But then, an even bigger idea sparked. The stamp itself began to hold immense power. Suddenly, it wasn't just about the metal. The king's mark represented an abstract value. If the king said a copper coin was worth 1, it was 1, even if another identical copper coin had 2 stamped on it. The material was the same, but the sovereign's word changed its worth. This was groundbreaking. While older gold coins had inherent value, regardless of a stamp, these new silver-gold alloys, called electrum, gained extra power because they were backed by the kingdom's seal. acting as proxies for pure gold. This concept absolutely exploded, becoming the hottest trend across Europe and Persia. Even China joined the party with their own sleek bronze circular coins. And let's not forget the role of wars. Paying soldiers with coins backed by the kingdom they fought for wasn't just practical, but it was also a massive morale booster. It also gave city-states a way to essentially overpay on credit, hoping for a victory that would allow them to satisfy those payments later. So started our affair with high-stakes financial gambling. Guess who had an abundance of trees? That's right, baby. China. And what do trees give us? Paper. So it's really no surprise that the Chinese gave us paper currency notes during the 7th century Tang dynasty. Imagine trying to transport huge heavy loads of coins on bumpy carriages across vast distances. Paper was a brilliant solution. Shortages of copper during the Song dynasty only sped up their adoption. This was a pivotal moment, the death of money's intrinsic value. Its worth now lay solely in the promise it represented. Following this, we saw the monumental rise of local banks and incredible credit systems like Hawala and Sak, early forms of checks and credit notes, especially along the bustling Silk Road. From the brilliance of the Islamic Golden Age to the vibrant Renaissance towns of Florence, the concept of credit and IOUs truly blossomed. Distances were enormous, and journeying with large sums of cash was incredibly risky. The elegant solution was to issue credit based on the issuer's trustworthiness. You could deposit your money in one bank and receive an IOU redeemable at another bank in a faraway town. This ingenious system meant you didn't have to carry actual notes, dramatically reducing the risk of robbery. Enter the legendary European finance families, like the Medici of Florence, who refined these credit practices into sophisticated early banking systems. The Medici Bank, founded in 1397, wasn't just issuing letters of credit, they were already facilitating international payments. And then, a true accounting masterpiece was born in their very halls. Double entry bookkeeping. In the Medici ledgers, every transaction was recorded twice, once as a debit, once as a credit, offering an unprecedented level of clarity in tracking financial obligations. When Luca Pacioli codified these transactions in 1494, accounting entries themselves became an institutionalized form of money. The Medici's currency, the gold florin, became widely trusted across Europe, not just because of its gold content, but because of the powerful financial network and impeccable reputation that stood behind it. Money's journey has truly been an extraordinary adventure, from simple feathers to intricate coins and then to paper promises. Yet, the deep, fundamental thread connecting all these forms is that profound underlying belief and trust. It's the collective confidence of people like you and me that gives our currency its incredible value. But believe it or not, this is just the beginning. We're about to explore just how far this fascinating belief can stretch.